Engagement with the arts is currently at a peak. Adults and children alike are using colouring in, painting, jigsaws, dance, movies and online theatre to entertain them during this current isolation period. Like so many industries, the visual and performing arts have taken a hit, with galleries, museums, theatres and artistic centres all forced to close their doors. But like many, the industry is now finding new and inspiring ways to engage the community. In Watson, the Canberra Potters Society is meant to be amidst 45th birthday celebrations. However, current regulations means its doors are now closed too. The impact is being felt by its members, teachers and students. Canberra Potters Director, Richard Thomas, said the forced shutdown was a shock. It dramatically changed the way they operate and their main revenue source was lost.
The main business revenue at Canberra Potters is actually sharing the love of pottery with other people, and we put through over 1,700 students a year through our humble facility, and we run almost 30 odd classes a week. So it was a big hit when we had to put all those students off, and most importantly our teachers as well. Thankfully, government initiatives have enabled us to keep some of the teachers on our payroll, so they'll be secure until the time we can open up again.
While the closure means pottery on site has ceased, gallery services have also been affected.
A lot of our professional artists, although they're still working, it's put them in a position that they're unable to launch that work or put it out in public because we're not able to open up as a gallery experience. I know a lot of people are putting on online exhibitions. I'm not convinced that really generates the interest or sales that are going to be a benefit to an artist, because particularly in pottery, which is a 3D, it's a touchy-feely sort of art form that I know the people that come into our gallery like to witness it for themselves.
Richard and his team did all they possibly could to look after their members when it became clear the centre would need to close.
We have a pretty good communication system set up with our members, so we were able to give them a little bit of pre-warning that we were looking like we're going to have to shut down our doors for a little while. And we opened up the last 2 days we were there. We set up a drive-through contactless clay sales facility, which I'm pretty sure is the only drive-through clay purchase facility in the world. But we had a constant stream of cars coming through on those 2 afternoons, and they were our lovely Potters family getting their stocks in for what could be a long winter.
Fast forward a few weeks and artists are now looking to restock so they can continue creating at home.
We're looking at doing that. Maybe a couple of days a week we'll have a short opening period, which will essentially they'll book in. It'll be by appointment, so it'll be well regulated, and then they can come through and pick up their clay in advance, and we'll sort them out that way. And we're also hoping to set up some limited firing as well, because it's a fairly complicated process, pottery. It's not only the making, but it's the firing, and then it's the glazing and decorating, and then the next round of firings.
While the current COVID-19 regulations have impacted operations at Canberra Potters Society, Richard admits it has opened new pathways.
Now what we're realising is that even if it is the people that come and visit us at the centre, they also want to take us home with them. So it's an area that we're enthusiastically looking into building on, and it's something we hope to develop and keep going for future classes.
And with many parents currently looking for activities to keep their children entertained at home, Richard has invited all members of the community to consider keeping little hands busy with clay.
The education team, as we speak, are working on putting some projects together specifically for those people. We love our kids' classes, and seeing the next generation of potters coming through is something we're very dedicated to. So, it's such a tactile experience. And I mean, growing up, who hasn't had a crack at making a pinch pot and that sort of thing. So it'll be very simple kits to start with, a lump of clay and some very simple tools. Some of them you may even have just laying around the house, And we'll put out some basic little sheets that'll get them some projects up and running to keep them occupied.
Richard believes the arts has a key role to play at this time in our community. While the arts can often be undervalued, it is the go-to for families isolating at home. He believes pottery has the ability to be therapeutic now and in the best of times.
We have people that come in and they do it for the good of their health as much as anything else. It's the simple pleasure of getting your hands in that malleable medium that can really become quite an expressive and relieving sort of art form for people.
And while the current global pandemic has put a temporary dampener on the Society's 45th year, Richard said he lives in hope they can celebrate soon, in particular with a 45th anniversary cup competition.
That was available to all our members. There was a design brief put out, and it was for them to come back to us with a cup or mug design that would be selected by a panel of judges, some of them potters, some of them from the hospitality industry, and some of them from other arts organisations. And the winning entry, we were going to commit to commissioning 100 or so cups to sell through our shop.
If you're interested in taking on some pottery during this time at home, visit the Canberra Potters website at canberrapotters.com.au or email the team admin@canberrapotters.com.au.